We are live here at Backshed Bible Study. It is November 25th, 2024. And we are coming to you live today from the lobby of our worship center here at Sunrise. I'm here with my co-host, Titus Carey.
Oh.
How you doing today, Titus?
I'm doing pretty good.
It's a good day, right?
It is a good day.
We're setting up for Christmas here at the church. Whoa, Amelia. We're gonna, as always, somebody decides to crash the show here. So, Amelia, there you go. You can be up on this chair.
And then
So
you got to speak loud, Amelia.
Yep.
So they can hear you.
And there you go, Amelia. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
That camera did strong.
That's right. So Audrey's behind the camera right now. She can come around and say hello too. So I got my family here, and this is a really fun event today as we have a lot of volunteers. Titus, how many people do you think are out here today at Deck the Halls?
I'd say I don't know, 30, 40.
At least that many. And
Somebody live.
we got somebody watching live, so that's good.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Audrey, you want to come say hi too? You can come over here. So Titus is joining me for the first section here. We're going to be meeting some of our volunteers today as they are out here helping out. So there's Audrey, as you can see her right now. There you are, girl. You can see yourself. You're gonna notice today we are using a high-tech Apple technology that automatically zooms around to capture what the artificial intelligence built into the phone thinks is where the focal point needs to be. So
You're
sometimes,
complicated
right?
than it should be.
It's all big,
It's just an odd
big stuff. Yeah, we're recording with an iPhone,
follows.
and it follows you around. It follows, but it has that AI thing going on, so it thinks that it knows where to focus. So if every once in a while you see it just wandering around, there's not a person back there doing that. All right. So that said, we're going to switch over here, and we're going to look for some comments today. Barb, joining us from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fun.
that's far.
Good to see you. Sorry we missed you last week. I was taking the week off to get ready for this week. And hey, our Broncos, Denver Broncos here, are playing the Cleveland Browns next week. But I don't think she's a big football fan, if I remember correctly.
If it's the Browns, then
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about one of the things we're doing today as we're talking to people that are helping out and volunteering here today is we are asking them some of their favorite, Amelia, please don't touch that.
don't touch that.
Christmas traditions, right? We're going to ask favorite Christmas traditions. So Titus, you've got the mic on right now.
I do.
Alyssa, good morning. What are some of your favorite Christmas traditions?
Oh no, I like when we go get a Christmas tree every year.
What do we do as a family?
We go up to usually Apple Hill or something.
Yep.
And go cut down a tree.
We go cut down a tree as a family. You get the saw and you oh goodness. Barb says she hopes the Broncos win. I knew we loved you, Barb.
I do too.
Yeah, we get the saw, we hike out into the woods. Remember the first year we had Amelia with us and we went to get a Christmas tree? Did anyone remember?
I don't remember.
What happened? Do you remember what was special about that day? There was snow everywhere. And so it was right out of a Norman Rockwell painting. Like we cut the tree, we dragged it through the snow. I don't think we took our dog. I don't know. Did we both time? Yeah.
Your dog.
And then we put the tree on the roof of the car. It was really cool. So that is one of our family's Christmas traditions is we go up to Apple Hill to cut our Christmas tree. This year, I tried to get a forest permit where you could go just wander out into the woods and like certain areas and cut a tree. But those sell out the day that they open up, and so I missed out on that one.
Wow, that would be
Right? I think that would have been a lot of fun. Also, those of you watching along, I would encourage you type in, let us know what your favorite Christmas traditions are along the way. How about you, Audrey? What about you? What's one of your favorite Christmas traditions? And I'll just have you stand here next to my microphone. Okay.
decorating the tree and going to like our parents' house.
Decorating the tree. So here's how it works at our house. Nope.
Don't
Don't touch that, young lady. In our home, we do once we get the tree, it's my job to cut the bottom off of the tree, trim off the branches, and put the lights on. And we only do white lights. We do not do colored lights on the tree.
It's not like
And that's you know what? I learned 20 years ago, that's what we do, and that's what we do. And then the family gathers around, and all the kids each have their own ornament box. That's all of their ornaments. And yeah, you have and they each have special ornaments that they've received. Yes, you do. And they each have ornaments they've received over the years that are their ornaments, and they put those on the tree. And
I be setting.
I love it. Heidi Scanlon, who I believe is somewhere in this building. I could have sworn I saw you this morning, Heidi. You said advent calendar with chocolate behind the doors. Yes. Big win. We do that. This is reminding me of last week already. If you watched along when I had my kiddos in the shed, because this one right here is, dare I say, extra needy today. Okay, Amelia, what's your favorite Christmas tradition that we do? Going to your grandma's house, yeah.
I go. Speaking of, I go. Then going to going through the Christmas tree and also
Going to get a Christmas tree. Yep.
so to get presents.
Get presents. Yeah. All right. Audrey, did we get your favorite tradition?
Yeah.
What about Christmas jammies?
Well, that's like a good one.
Yeah.
That's
Matching Christmas jammies. We used to, yeah. The adults don't do it as much anymore, but okay. So there we go. We look. Oh, Alyssa, you talked about going to see look at Christmas lights together. We do that too.
so it's fun.
Titus, tell us about that one.
About what?
What do we do? Because we have a couple of things we do with that tradition of going to look at Christmas lights. We do hot chocolate.
Oh yeah, we do hot chocolate and cookies.
Usually homemade hot chocolate, right? Good morning. How are we doing today?
I was directed to put this one over there.
I'm going to borrow it for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're done, let me do it.
You're live on the Backshed Bible Study. Did you know that? Yeah. It's good to have you here. Yeah. Okay. So come here. Terry, right? Terry Davis.
Yep.
All right. Terry, Titus, I need a microphone. You got, yeah, I know. That's good enough. Here, step on over here. Tell me Christmas traditions. Do you have any favorite Christmas traditions?
We always open one present Christmas Eve.
Oh, I like that
But
one.
we hold off on the rest till Christmas morning.
That's good. I like
Christmas
that.
morning, we have homemade cinnamon rolls every year.
What do we? Ooh, no, that's our New Year's. New Year's we do monkey bread, but
Yeah.
very cool. Very cool. Well, Merry Christmas. Have fun.
Too.
I'm using a table that Terry was instructed to get and use. I'll give it back to you at the end.
Okay.
In about a half an hour.
I'll come get it.
All right. Thanks, Terry. Merry Christmas.
You guys.
Anyway. Yeah, I love the Christmas lights tradition. That's one that we've been doing for a long time, and there are a lot of really good ones around town. If you live around kind of Orangevale, Citrus Heights area, there's a really cool street right off of Old Auburn where they do Christmas lights up there. The entire neighborhood decorates, and they have they rent a big boom that they that they use. Yes, and I see it. Yeah, we're going to point it out to everybody here in just a second because I think people would love to see that. Yeah, coming around this side where you can talk. Okay, Audrey, tell us.
There's just like this one house. It's like, what was it? That was this. It's like,
Oh,
Bella suggested one.
Buena Vista Lights. Yeah. So that is on Buena Vista Street in Fair Oaks. And so if you go to Bella Vista High School, go south, turn south, go down Buena Vista Street. It's on the left. Now, I heard rumors because my wife pays attention to local real estate that that Bella Vista or Buena Vista Lights is that they sold their house. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm really sad if they did and they don't do the lights because it's a really neat light. So, hey, Elise, what favorite Christmas tradition? Titus has the microphone. He's gonna hit you up here. All right, step on up here. What's your favorite Christmas tradition at home?
My favorite Christmas tradition is probably watching Polar Express at Thanksgiving.
I like it. All right, there you go. See, everybody's got all kinds of different stuff. Do you like that hot chocolate song?
Yeah.
Yeah, hot chocolate. We have a movie tradition on New Year's. What's our New Year's movie tradition?
It's Miracle.
Miracle. We watched the movie Miracle.
We don't even. It wasn't like we said it's gonna be a tradition. We just watched it once, and then we watched it.
Then we watched it again, and then it kind of became a tradition. And then last year, this poor girl, that's how we found out she had an allergy to cashews. Anyway, hey, we're going to go to live in action. We have something going down right now. And so we're going to go to our remote feed right now because you need to see what is happening right now outside here. You can see, oh boy, I don't even know if the camera is going to pick it up. There it is. We have the wreath is going up on the boom there. You can see it happening. Oh yeah, they are putting the wreath up and we have other people that are down here at the bottom of it, watching very carefully to be sure that it's being taken care of. Meanwhile, Dylan Webb is putting the suction cups up on the windows to be able to hold the wreaths that are there. Back up top, they're still working on hanging the wreath. We come around here, Kathy King's over here just taking it all in, supervising, that's good. And then obviously we have all of the trees getting put up back over here. So thought we'd go to that breaking news that was happening right there. Kathy, come on over here. Let's find out. Titus is going to be your microphone here. Titus is going to hold the microphone for you. What's your favorite thing about Christmas, Kathy?
I would have to say getting together with family and friends and celebrating.
Now, do you do a lot of the cooking?
Actually, I'm kind of passing that down the line.
That's fantastic. That's kind of fun to get to that spot where you.
It is. I still do some cooking.
Okay,
I do 2 Thanksgivings a year and 2 Christmases a year, and so I make stuff for.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm following you. So, what is if you can just pick out all the traditions that you have around Christmas? What's your favorite one?
It had to have been when we went and cut our own Christmas trees. That has to be.
We were just talking about that.
My most favorite time. We went and the boys, I took all the boys when they were in their teens. We went to the Christmas tree farm up at Apple Hill, and the cutter said, you know, this tree's just fine. It's going to fit in your house. And I looked at it and I went, oh, no, it's not. I said, I have 18-foot ceilings. That's like a 23, 24-foot tree. That is not going to fit in my house. They cut it anyway. Loaded it onto the van. We drove it home. My neighbor says, did you cut down the entire forest? And I said, well, we tried. Got it, and they had to. He ended up coming down, cutting off the bottom, now 2 feet. It still wasn't enough. There's a spill mark on my ceiling. Yeah, where it drug across. And so I left to go do something. Oh, I know, the Christmas tree stand broke. Okay. So I needed a new one. So I went to go get that. While I was gone, the boys decided that they would make the tree a little shorter. And they cut it off on the top.
Do this?
This was CJ. Okay. And so I go, what happened to the top of the tree? And he goes, well, we cut it off because it was too tall. I go, yeah, cut it off from the wrong part. So that has been our
That's
laughing.
running joke over the years.
They had already lashed into the stair railings so that fall over because we had cats.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
Oh, I've seen YouTube videos of cats taking Christmas trees down.
you know, when I was first married, we had a tree by the stairs, and both cats took the tree down.
Oh, my
And I
goodness.
hear this humongous crash, and we go flying down. The
I can't even imagine Mom's response if that happened.
streets for all the just happened.
In our home, that would have been the end of the cats. Yeah, but that's
Set the tree back up and figured out we'd put ornaments on the bottom of the tree that the cats would slay with.
yeah, fantastic. Well,
How about you? What's your favorite?
I think I like. We talked about doing the Christmas tree, cutting the Christmas tree up at Apple Hill. I love that. Excuse me. Somebody's tired. I think probably my favorite thing is after the kids go to bed, dealing with some of those last minute things that you deal with, and then they all go to bed and we go to bed and you get up, and someone else talked about cinnamon rolls, but we do stockings first, and then we have breakfast, and then we come back and do gifts. And I love that stockings time.
It's so
And then there is always the time like where the kids come out, and if that year we happen to have gotten them a special like cool gift when they discover that gift, that's always like
always awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for joining us. This is good stuff. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Kathy, what area are you helping set up today?
Floating.
Okay. All right.
I'm going where I'm needed.
Lighter than air, you're floating.
So I've been
All right. Cool. Thank you for being here. We're going to check right now. We're going to go look on our, okay. Love this. We got several things that have come in while we've been meeting people. So we had the Advent calendar, Christmas lights. We love to watch, let's see. Holiday Inn on New Year's Day. That's cool. Favorite Christmas movies. What's the Christmas movie we always watch? Do you remember that?
I don't know if
We have one every year. We watch. Well, we have a couple of. We watch White Christmas with Bing Crosby and that other guy. Do you ever? We're gonna get you over here, Gina. All right, so Gina, come on around. Let me see. Holiday Inn, spending time with our family is a big tradition. Alyssa loves the live, candid, decorating, hustle bustle action. This is good. So come over here, Gina. You stand right there. Titus is going to hold the microphone for you.
everybody. Thanks.
This is Gina. Gina works here at the church, if you haven't met Gina before. And we're going to get our picture here so we see what's going on. But Gina, you have a big role today because you're organizing a lot of this, right? Yeah. So how's that going?
It's going well. It's fun, chaos, but we're getting it done, and everyone's in good spirits. We had a wonderful celebration last night. Cheering on.
And Gina, you did an amazing job putting that together. You were the main behind the scenes person, but there were many, many more. I know that.
Many.
Yes, that you had a huge part in that, and it was a great event. So celebration banquet last night, and the goal of I'm going to interview you a little bit about celebration banquet. The goal of celebration banquet was
to recognize the individuals mainly at that point who graduated from Reengage and Rooted and FPU, but we also were giving kudos to all of our community groups as well.
Right. And now I'm going to kind of define community groups because some people are like, what's a community group? Well, I'm not in a community group. I go to Sunday school. You're in a community group. Because we've pretty much any group that happens at Sunrise, whether it's a Sunday school class, or FPU or any of those kinds of things, we're considering those community groups. So we just got together and we celebrated, and there were some great testimonies last night.
There were some really moving ones. Yeah. And I think they're going to get a lot of people coming in for FPU. It was a great speech.
FPU being Financial Peace University,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that was special.
Yeah.
So when we I so appreciate you being on staff. How do you like being on staff at Sunrise?
I really do love it. I like it because it changes all the time. There's some steady things that I have to do, but there's also very fun events, which I love to do.
Yeah, and you're good at it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the work you're doing today. You're on the clock today, so
Oh,
we I at least I hope you're on the clock. Love you.
and hi, correct. And okay.
Yeah, Barb's been talking to us. Yeah. Now we're gonna see what Barb had to say. Oh, Barb said hi. Yeah, there you go. Valerie Connor, here we go. We're gonna look at you. You said we usually pick a movie to watch every night together from December 1st through Christmas. Every night. Watching a movie. That's awesome. I love that. A couple of years ago, we read a chapter of Luke every day leading up to Christmas, and that was fun. And we like looking at lights too. Valerie, excellent idea. I love hearing that. And let's see, Alyssa says we also read about Jesus's birth, Christmas Eve. We do that on Christmas morning. And she loved White Christmas. So, you know, one of my favorite movies of all time for Christmas is It's a Wonderful Life.
I knew you were going to say that.
Did you know I was going to say that? Yeah.
I forgot the name, but
Yeah. No, now let's see. Oh, I'm looking at how's the wreath going. It's
hang in there.
they're working on it. They're up there.
Oh, the light's always there.
Yes. A couple of years ago, we put the lights up. I have an app that will turn those lights on, but I'm not going to use that right now.
I would be.
It's just so good. Let's see here. Who are we going to recruit to, you want to get her? Yeah. Lindsay? Yeah. Okay. Whoa. No, let's see what happens.
Yeah, he's our recruiter.
Hello, Lindsay Manigo. How are you today? Well, welcome to our Christmas interview. Amelia just decided on her own to go grab you.
You know, I love her.
It's so Lindsay, you're involved a lot at the church. You also happen to join us on staff this year, and so you've been doing our social media and a lot of our graphics and things like that. So we are very grateful. You also serve on our finance commission, and you're volunteering your time here today, I think.
Yes.
Or did you clock in?
Volunteer.
What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Oh, my favorite thing?
Or you can say your favorite Christmas tradition. That's
easier.
Yeah, okay.
All of Christmas. Jesus is my favorite thing, right? There's
Perfect answer.
my favorite tradition is we go out to Sisters, Oregon every year. Almost every year.
Because you're from Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We visit my parents and as much family as we can see while we're there. Hopefully it snowed so we get to play in the snow. And yeah, that's very cool.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see here. What's your favorite thing about Sunrise? Might as well just do a little brief advertising. Wow.
Oh boy, the community. And there's something for everybody. I love that there's literally a fit for everyone.
Yeah.
It's special.
That's I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah. And it's it's home, right?
Yeah. Yes,
It's home.
definitely home.
Also, Lindsay and Rick and their daughter, you met their daughter Elise a few minutes ago. She jumped on here. But thrilled to have you guys here.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us today. So here we are. We're Pastor Cord. Come on over here, buddy. We're gonna get Cord Jacobson, my friend, who is a lifelong not Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, whatever. We'll just call it the Raiders. He's a Raiders fan.
Someone's got to be.
Someone's got to be. It's a mission field. Yes, it is. It's a mission. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm tied to you. Tied to the Broncos. It's symbolic. Yeah, and painful. Yeah, a bit all at once. Bo Nix, lighting it up and doing a good job. Ford, this is first of all. Tell me what happened about 4 months ago. 4 months ago.
4 years ago. I'm sorry.
4 years ago. I was like,
Yeah.
months ago. A lot's happened 4 months ago.
Yeah.
4 years ago, I arrived here at Sunrise. We were going to celebrate on December 1st, our 4-year anniversary here, my wife and I and my family moving into Orangeville and Fair Oaks. And man, it's been a wild 4 years. There's been a lot of cool stuff happening.
I've had 2 kids born.
2 kids.
Just
New ministry
opportunities. What you're doing now with the families ministry, which was really, really cool. If you don't know, Cord is our student ministries pastor. And then here about, I don't know, I'm going to say maybe 9 months to a year ago, we just started having some real cursory conversations. That's obnoxious. About you and your wife Lacey leading a family ministry life group.
Yeah.
And that, tell us what's going on with that, because I think some people don't know about it.
It's been really cool. We just started it officially a couple months ago, not even. And it's a number of families of our church of all different areas of life. We have families that have kids off to college, and as young as right now, like 2 years old, with like the Archers and ourselves. And it's been a great experience as we as families have connected together to just talk about the stuff going on in our culture and what it means to raise families in our current day and age. And a lot of challenging questions, a rowdy bunch.
Who's involved in this? Yes,
It is hard to get them, to stay like on a train of thought, because they're coming with ideas from all over the place. And it's been fun. It's a little harder than wrangling middle schoolers and high schoolers, which is fun.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, there's a whole other story to that. But I was going to ask you, tell us a little bit. It's okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
You've got a little project here.
Yeah, Pastor Luke and I have been talking about doing this for a little while, and it felt like the family ministry was the perfect springboard for this. But we're talking about in about mid-January launching through the family ministry an apologetics course here that we're going to hold at Sunrise, that specifically targets the things going on in our culture and how to navigate that, not just as the church, but literally as we grow our families, and how to navigate that as families. Because if you exist here in this world, you're going to engage culture. Your kids are going to engage culture. Families around you are going to be part of that culture, and you're going to need to know how to navigate those. Even if you don't think your kids are old enough for that discussion yet, they're watching you engage as Christ followers, and what that means is the example. And so we're very excited to launch that. And our family ministry families that have been part of this group are going to help lead those discussions at the tables when we're going through this course together. And so
this is really cool. This is so good, Cord, because I'm as we're standing right here in the worship center, and we're looking out towards the parking lot.
full parking lot this morning,
which is kind of crazy. But the blue signs, the blue banners that are on the end of each row here, either say gospel or culture. And you're hitting on it. Like, the idea is that we come to church, we hear the gospel, we're transformed by the gospel, and that calls us to turn around and impact our culture and be a light.
Pastor Luke often calls Sunrise the intersection between gospel and culture. And I think we're hitting that hard with the family ministry just right out the gate. The questions have been rolling in, and the discussions happening all the time, especially on high school campuses and all over the place.
And you've been on, you're getting on Bella Vista's campus, Paso Robles campus, Civic.
I think someone's at the
loud scanner I've ever heard.
And then one, like, just this morning thing I think we could talk about, because it's really cool news.
I just realized I need to stand right here.
Yeah. Me, Braden Van Ash, and Glenn of our church, we just delivered 219 shoeboxes for Operation.
Yeah, you did.
Out this morning before they kicked this whole thing off. And man, every year, like, they're starting to know our church's name quite well over at the drop-off center, and they're just blown away every single year that we keep bringing this in. We got to pray with the drop-off location, Fair Oaks, down the road, back to the and
pray with them about what the impact is going to be for those boxes, which is really awesome. But yeah, lots of cool stuff going on. I'm trying to talk as loud as I can over there.
You know what I feel like right now? I feel like we're at the end of Thursday night football or Sunday night football.
Yeah.
And they've got the crew that's out there with all the fans just screaming, right?
Football still being tossed, but
And then
kids got on the field.
everything's happening behind that. Yeah. And we can't even hear ourselves.
I do feel like those famous, that's those famous people.
You and me.
I'm not dressed as well as them. If they caught us doing this last night, we would have been.
Can I tell you about how I'm dressed today? I am wearing.
I just noticed what you're wearing.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
I might have to go up close to the camera here so you can see. Is that showing up there on the screen?
It's close. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are bulldogs with Santa hats on them.
Yeah.
Aaron Moxley has recently lost a lot of weight, and he gave me all of his old shirts. And so
That is amazing.
so I am wearing an Aaron Moxley shirt. Props to Aaron Moxley. Yeah. I might need to tag you in this video. So there we go.
Hey, appreciate
You, brother.
being here. This has been an awesome 4 years. I'm looking forward to the next 4
Yeah.
and then beyond.
Absolutely.
And so,
Yeah.
super great.
Yeah.
Get this back to you, sir.
Okay.
The mic man himself. Here you go. Bye.
All right. Hey, see you later. We're gonna turn the camera here really quick. Nope. We're turning the camera and we're gonna go interview Dylan. So Titus, just come on over here. Yep.
Titus mic going on?
Yep. You got the Titus mic going on. It's focusing in on Titus's face right now, but we'll change that a little bit. Yeah. Come here, camera. There we go. We got Dylan here.
There we go.
Yeah, Titus, come around. There we go. This is Dylan Webb. Hi, Dylan. How you doing?
Hello. I'm
What are you doing today? What's your job?
doing whatever they tell me. Currently, I'm hanging reeds on
On the
the window
windows there.
around the doors
Yep.
and making sure they
Amelia?
Ta-da. And making sure they're even.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're Dylan, you just showed back up here a few days ago. You were gone. Where have you been?
I've been away at college at Grand Canyon University.
You were. Uh-oh, my daughter is leaving.
Escaping.
Where is she going? All right, Audrey, you're on Amelia duty. What's your major?
My major is forensic science.
Forensic science. So what are you going to do with that?
I plan to hopefully work in a lab doing lab analysis of evidence.
Okay, so that's not like autopsies.
No,
That's more like,
that's
you find stuff and
I analyze the things that are found.
okay.
So someone else goes and finds them at a crime scene and then send them.
And then you have,
to me.
now what made you want to do that?
I watched crime shows as a kid.
Okay.
I still watch NCIS with my parents.
Okay.
And it's something that I can do to help people. It allows me to, do some good in what's otherwise a really bad situation for
Totally.
not everybody.
It's good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Probably caroling.
Now, who do you do that with?
I do that with the Sunrise Choir here. And we go out and we have a great time.
That's fun. That's I have been the recipient of that caroling before, and it's really good because they sound really good. Dylan, one of the things just fell off over there.
Oh, it did? I need to go measure that.
Yeah,
Make sure it's good.
I might have to relocate our live feed with all this banging.
With all the hammers.
And I can't stop them because
Stop.
stop volunteering. Whatever you're doing, stop the volunteering. Okay. All right. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna come back over here. Looks like the wreath has been put up.
Oh, we forgot to ask Cord his favorite Christmas.
We did forget to ask Cord his favorite Christmas tradition. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find Cord. I've seen him.
Let's go.
Oh, there he is. He's coming in. Interview him as he comes in.
No, he's leaving.
Yeah, just go out there. I'll just focus in on you guys.
Cord. I tell you, Christmas tradition.
Can that even pick that up from here?
Babe, ow.
Did we get it?
Boys.
I'll come close. Just
Okay.
the signal's good. Favorite Christmas tradition has changed over the years, but I think my new favorite thing is our whole family, now including my little ones, my 1-year-old and my 4-year-old, and my entire wife's family. We all buy matching pajamas. That's like my favorite thing. It's funny. And they always say something funny about each of us. And sometimes it gets like a little too personal. Like mine was like most likely to look at the Christmas presents before they get wrapped. And I took offense to that. So
That's good. That's really good. Thank you, Cord. Merry Christmas. All right. Let's see here. Excuse me, please. We're going to turn the camera back around. All right. We need to come back over here and we need to see the comments again over there. So, White Christmas we had. Amelia was dancing in the rain. Yeah. Okay. So not too many. Actually, I'm going to see if we can pick up on the Backshed Facebook page here and see if we have any comments coming in there on that live. All right. So if we go over there, we should be, oh, look at that. Okay. We got, okay. We have some new ones. We open gifts on Christmas Eve. Awesome. Susan, you're in the building too. We've seen you. Claire says Christmas Eve candlelight service and then dinner at Hop Sing restaurant. That's brilliant. Is that Hop Sing over in Folsom? I think so. I've been there. And happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. We appreciate you, Claire, a lot. My wife really appreciates you. So,
That's last week.
Yep. There we go. So we have those. We got about 12 people watching along there. Myron, good morning. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Thank you for all your hard work that you did over the weekend here at Sunrise and being a part of the banquet last night as well. We're doing Christmas traditions today. And if you're watching along and you have some favorite Christmas traditions, let us know. We've got everything going on here in the background. It sounds like most of the hammering has stopped. So I'm thinking this might be the perfect opportunity to come over here to Jathan, and let's see if we can get Jathan to all right, let's see here. Jathan. All right, let's see if we can pull this off.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, Titus has got your microphone here. He's gonna hold the microphone for you. And that's the camera out there.
Hello, camera.
There you go.
People.
And how you doing today?
It's a little stressful.
It's felt a little bit like that.
Stress of Christmas.
You're kind of the main person in charge of this. So
yeah, it's coming together. It's gonna be great.
No, it's just fantastic.
It's the hecticness as well. Which I'm sure everyone experiences, the hecticness of Christmas, especially, at this time when you're trying to get all the decorations up, even at your house. And you pull the decorations out and things they don't work anymore. They worked last year, they don't, or whatever. I don't actually know that we've run into that here today.
Yeah.
I know that's part
but
of it.
And there also is just that thing when you're the point person and everybody comes running to you to ask questions.
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to
It
do?
makes sense in my head. Why doesn't it make sense in your head?
Exactly. I was going to mention, I look at the things that you're doing this time of the year and I think, does the man ever get a break? Because
I'll get a little.
Last night we had the celebration banquet, which was squarely centered on you and your responsibility. And Luke, but it was a lot of work on your part. And then we're going into, you're getting ready for Songs of Christmas.
We had the prayer experience.
We had the prayer experience this last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And so you're putting together Songs of Christmas, Christmas Eve services.
Yes, all of that.
There's a lot in your world right now.
Yeah.
So pray for Jathan and Carla.
Yeah, it's really busy, 6, 8 weeks leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
But then that makes Christmas Day all the more
beautiful
because it's like, oh, we made it, and I can
breathe.
focus on Jesus and family and take a big long nap.
Yeah.
Like,
Tell me about, let's talk about this as pastors together.
Yeah.
See if we can have an authentic conversation. Somebody here is tired and wants attention. Oops, we lost her.
wow, you just called me out on that.
Emilia, what are you doing? She wants to be the center of attention is really, okay. Let's talk about Christmas on a Sunday.
You mean, oh yes, you mean when Christmas Day?
When Christmas Day is on a Sunday, when the 25th is on a Sunday. How's that for you? Do you have thoughts? I mean, we can be transparent with the 12 people that are watching.
Well, for the 12 of you, I'm sure you can guess. Yeah, I mean, the good news is that happened, was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was 2 years ago. And we made some good decisions to make things as simple and as possible. And so that was really helpful. I think I had Alex Hall with morning. Yeah, I said, whatever we can do to make it like just you and me on the bands. I think maybe Steve played piano that with us too, but we kept it as simple as possible to involve as few people as possible.
Yep.
And, it comes with the job.
Yeah.
For us, we just got to do it. And the family suffers a little.
A little bit. Yeah, you can't exactly leave town for
Christmas. And that was something that, when you came into full-time ministry, Carla and I talked about that and said, oh, there's going to be certain, all hands on deck events and times where pretty much Christmas, we did this. And then we rest and celebrate afterward.
Well, one of the things I always find when Christmas falls on a Sunday is that leading up to it, I'm really grumpy about it. And I'm like, why do we do this? And it should be like, if we're going to be Christ-centered, let's be at home and be Christ-centered and do our Christmas thing. And I'm not done with that table yet. I know, but I have committed to where it's going. Yeah. Yeah. We almost lost our table live on TV. But every single time it ends up being one of the most special times when we have that service that is just, and usually we just do one service and some people wear their pajamas and
honestly, if you think about it from I was going to say from a head perspective, but it's also a heart perspective.
Yeah.
Christmas, Christ Mass,
right?
It's from the Mass or the service, the worship service that's focused on Christ and his birth. So where else would be a better place to be
than church together, right?
Mass than in church.
Exactly. With your kids. Doing spontaneous things.
Yeah. And I'll tell the story too. If anyone out there knows Jason Squires.
Oh yeah, I know Jason.
Squires, his brother.
Yeah, I know Jason.
So Jason's a worship leader that is an itinerant worship leader that leads worship in all sorts of places.
There we go.
And one day he and I were talking with a group of other worship leaders, and the question was, I think it was just before Christmas.
Let's get that mic up closer to him. There we go.
Question was, do you want me to hold it? I can hold it for a little bit. Oh, but then it's attached to your body, so we'll just be. No, you're good. But he says, for you worship leaders, what's the most special moment that you remember during Christmas? I said, well, was it a Christmas concert where everything just went off perfectly? And pretty much everybody agreed. No, it was that time where 20 minutes before the Christmas concert, a car ran into the light pole down the street and all the electricity went out. And so we planned all these wonderful things. This is Jason's.
Yeah.
And he's like, we planned this major thing, the whole band, and there was no electricity and there's no way it's coming back on in 20 minutes, And so they had some candles and somebody held a flashlight on the music stand and it was just his acoustic guitar and him and, which reminded me of our
right here in this
very, and was that 2 years ago too?
I think it was a couple of years ago. It wasn't Christmas Day, but
it was the first week in January.
Yeah. And I was in Colorado Luke was in Canada, I think. I think it was like you and Cord.
I think it was. You're
just put on a service in this room.
we
because
showed
had
up here Saturday morning, and there's no power in the neighborhood. And we said, what can we do? I mean, again, the band had practiced.
Yeah.
We were ready to go. And so we thought, well, you know what? We can play acoustic guitars and we can sing loud. And our drummer moved to a cajon, the box, and we just kind of played acoustic, like literally acoustic.
Yeah.
No electrification whatsoever. And it was a very memorable, special time.
And that's what God's always at work in those things. And we think we have our plans all figured out and we know what we're doing. And he shows up and says,
Those are some of the best times.
I always tell tech guys, which they don't like it when I tell them this, but I'm like, Jesus didn't need a microphone.
That's right. That's right.
Or PowerPoint or, whatever we use today.
It reminds us that we can have our plans.
Yeah.
And it's good to have plans, I think.
Yeah.
To prepare, to make plans and to use the equipment that we've got and put on I mean, Joe's been putting in so many this new backdrop lighting and stuff. And he enjoys doing it. It's fun. And Roland
in there. We might take a trip in there.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, Roland and Rod and their team building all these things for the backdrop. And I have to stop and ask him, like, is this enjoyable? And I'm like, yeah, we're having a great time. But it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
But where was I going with that? What were you
I'm not sure where we were going with that.
It's just that, to have our plans.
Yeah.
We have plans and let's use the lights and the, whatever we've got. And it's all for the glory of God, right?
Yeah.
And that's
right.
We remember. Yeah. This is for the glory of God. In fact, let me just say this.
Okay, say it. Okay.
Just for a second, let me go on not a rant, but a joyful celebration of, there's an argument to be made for, well, why do you have to have the lights? Why do you have to have the haze machine? Why do you have to amplify the stuff even?
Right.
Let's just sit in a room and sing like the disciples did back in the day, right? But there's also a point to be made of, hey, God gave us artistry and creativity, right? And skill with lighting design and skill with paint.
Creativity, right?
And we honor God by using our creativity to bring him glory. And so I love that we can use the gifts that our people have and to create beautiful things. And
and if you even think about like Michelangelo and the Sistine Chapel, and God's people used, the gifts that he has given them to create art, right? Which points to him.
That's right.
And even I love
the story.
It tells the story. And I love our new backdrop that's in here. And we might try to figure out a way to wander in there in a second. But I mean the everything about the backdrop is pointing up, right? And towards the cross. And
to direct our attention.
Yeah. And at first I walked in and I saw that backdrop. I'm like,
a little showy
and all that. But it's like, it's pointing up, right?
Yeah.
And
what's the direct our attention?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite songwriters is a guy named Andrew Peterson.
Vander Peterson.
Wrote the song, Worthy. One of our favorite songs. And his sort of life motto, he says, is to tell God's truth in the most beautiful way possible. To tell the story of God in the most beautiful way possible.
Well, that's
as a songwriter and an author.
Boy, his stuff. We came across him years ago with Bugs and Lullabies or whatever it was, and like
album for kids.
All the like kids stuff that he was doing, and then my wife's like, "You've got to hear this song. Is he worthy?" And it's just, I just imagine it's that kind of that throne room feel, that it's just like pointing to Christ.
His Christmas album is really good.
You got to do that. We got to do that
story in a very beautiful way.
Yeah. Okay. Christmas album
called the Lamb.
Yeah. Oh, we do have that. Actually. Oh
yeah. And someday
we'll get him.
When I'm no longer in ministry, perhaps, because every year he does a concert in Nashville right before Christmas. That's why it's hard for me to get out there. But I would love to go see. I think it's at the Grand Ole Opera or something, or Ryman, maybe.
Ryman Auditorium.
They do that. They perform that album.
Yeah,
and he gets all of his best friends, these wonderful musicians, and it's a big feeling. Anyway, someday.
That's cool. Hey, this has been a good day.
Yeah,
thank you. You're looking great. If you're llama,
Yep. Christmas.
Um,
Llama.
I've got my
So
bulldogs.
Bulldogs with Santa hats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Aaron.
Bronco over here on the.
I do have a Broncos Christmas cap somewhere. But
Nice.
well,
Well, yeah. If you'll excuse me, I need to check.
you got a lot
on
to do.
things.
So
It looks like these guys
we're gonna
are great.
we're gonna wrap this thing up, Titus. So we've your favorite. There you go.
Ooh.
Personal.
When I was a kid, my favorite tradition I remember was I grew up in the Evergreen State, Washington State,
Washington.
and so we would go wild Christmas tree hunting every year.
Did you shoot the trees?
Just with an axe, I think, or a saw and arrow. Yeah. Current tradition.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Just Christmas morning. Just kids waking us up and I'm so thankful. They've been wonderful. They let us sleep until 8.
That's
we're usually
our kids do too. Our kids in general do too. So
and just being there, just a lazy Christmas morning. Like I said, after all the hard work leading up to it,
yeah,
this day is a beautiful,
that's
beautiful
a
day.
beautiful thing. Hey, thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
Appreciate All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna wrap things up here for you all this morning. Thanks for hanging on with us for a while here. I'll kind of address the last few comments that we have. Christmas Eve service. We've never had a set time or routine for Christmas Day, so I kind of think it's nice when Christmas hits on a Sunday. Yeah, that's good. And then final comments over on the other side. Didn't have anything else. Oh yeah. Are we still on? Hello. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Anyway, hey, thank you all so much. Titus, thank you so much for being my sidekick here.
Welcome.
Today. You are always great in helping things out here. Amelia, thank you for being our beautiful distraction. And Audrey, thank you for taking care of all the things behind the scenes, including Amelia. Always a joy to have somebody like that. And we just want to wish you a very merry Christmas season as it's getting started. Now that may have affected our sound. Push the button, push the thing back in. You can still hear me? All right. Starting December 1st, Sunday, this coming Sunday, we are going to begin our Christmas series. Don't worry about it, Audrey. Just hold on to it. And hey, no thumb sucking on TV. I know, but you don't do it during the day. And so, yes, Thanksgiving is coming, but we're focusing on Christmas Day. Not there, Audrey. No. Just around the metal part right there. Flip it and then let it go. There you go. All right. Yeah, Thanksgiving is coming. So we do wish you a happy Thanksgiving. But what I was going to let you know is starting this coming Sunday, December 1st, is going to be, just click over here. Just click right there. Yeah, anywhere. There you go. Starts our Christmas series. And I get to do it. I get to preach on John chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. Jesus Christ being the Word. So that's where we leave it today. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you have a great Christmas, actually a great Thanksgiving. Thank you, Barb. And we look forward to seeing you here Sunday, and have a great week. All right, kids, say goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Well, Audrey, you got in there.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, you're in there.
Still on.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Bye.